Hello and welcome to another video of Fatui Only, where we try to beat Genshin Impact using only Fatui characters. So as you can see here, we actually need to go to another domain to continue with Dainsleif's quest and try to first defeat the Abyss Herald and then to try to reunite with our lost sibling. So that's mainly what we're trying to do today. We're trying to complete as much as we can about this quest. So then it's probably going to allow us to go to other things and do other quests. Especially, we might need to reach Inazuma at some point. I'm kind of like terrified about that because we need to use Electro to actually reach there. First, we need to use the Traveler. As we cannot walk in the water like what we did with Furina, I don't think we have any other option. But also, we need to, well, maybe we can ignore it. I don't think we need anything from Inazuma right now. And I don't think we are going to need anything from Inazuma. I might need to double check if any of our Fatui characters actually need something from Inazuma. But in theory, maybe Wanderer. But in theory, we should not. But yeah, that's basically what we can do. We can avoid that and we can skip it. And we can actually, that means that we are not going to be able to progress through Archon story quest, but we can play the whole thing without having to rely in the Archon story quest. So that's something that we can actually do, that we're not able to do it in Archon quest and Archons only, because we need to reach Inazuma to level up Raiden Shogun. So at least in Fatui only, we don't really need that. So I might try not to reach Inazuma, not try to unlock it, and maybe we can move straight to Sumeru or even to Natlan. I think it's going to be harder for us to do Sumeru because we need Dendro, and there is no Dendro no Dendro Fatui character yet. But that's why maybe our next region would be Natlan, because we have one Pyro Fatui character, and also we have a second one that we were not able to get, that's Arlecchino, that it's supposed to rerun at some point, I guess. So we will see what the future brings us and how we can actually continue with this. But I would like to hear you in the comments. What do you think I should do? First, if I should use the Traveler to reach Inazuma, or if I should skip Inazuma and try to do Sumeru until we cannot do it anymore, and then maybe try to continue doing we can kind of, we're still missing some things to do in Fontaine, so then that could be a possibility. But if not, we can actually try to do the new Pyro region in Natlan and see if that's enough for us to do it. So it will be fun to try to see how we can adapt our gameplay to the different accounts and see. Oh my god, we got caught. Oh no, so close. Oh, they reappear. I never thought they reappear. Okay, I thought they were lost forever. That was really unlucky, I have to say. Just in the last moment get bubble. So yeah, let me know what you think, how we should continue the journey in this Fatui Only account, and what do you think would be more logical. Ideally, I would not like to use the Traveler to actually unlock Inazuma. I would like to find other ways to reach it. But at the same time, I was able to do it in Archons only, so then maybe I need to do it in this account. We will see. We'll see how much we feel, how many primogems do we need, basically, and what else we can do to actually spend the time without reaching Inazuma. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let's see if we can actually defeat the Herald. I think we have a better chance in here because we have reactions. We have both cryo and we have both pyro that we didn't have. Oh, this is not the final one. Okay, that's great. So there is still more things that we need to do for this quest, and we will see if we actually can defeat it or not. So what I was saying is that we have more elements that we have with Archons only, and Archons only took forever. So at least for Fatui only, especially having pyro, makes defeating any hydro enemy easier, and if not, we can try to freeze it with cryo and then hit it with that. Although if we freeze them with Fremine, we break the freeze status by using a claymore, which is really unfortunate, and that's something that happens with other cryo claymore characters, like happens with, for example, Chongyun, although no one used Chongyun, but also with Eula. I was a main Eula for a really long time, and I didn't know that that was one of the worst things that could happen. So then you have to build her physical, like we're building Fremine in this account. So maybe I should build Fremine to do more cryo damage? Is that would be better for us to do more reactions? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I know there's a point where you don't do more damage by doing physical damage, and you then could do more damage by using elemental damage or reactions, but we will see what happens. Maybe to try to have, I don't know, with other characters, a melt build, although they're all main DPSs, that's the main problem, so we don't have any way to have like an off-field doing any other element, rather than Lynette's ultimate. But if we have them only Lynette and Fremine in the same side, then it would only be cryo. So yeah, it's kind of like problematic at this point that we don't have any other character that we can use, or at least any other support character that we can use from Fatuis. But I think that's part of the challenge, that all the Archons are supports, and we don't have actually main DPS, and now we're making Penti our main DPS, and in here we don't have any supports and they're all main DPSs, so it's going to be fun to see how we're going to outplay this basically, and how we can build different characters. So what I think is going to happen is when we get another main DPS, then I think our things are going to change, because I think Fremine is not going to be anymore our main DPS, because we will get another one that's going to be better. So that's basically what I'm thinking is going to happen, and we are going to have Fremine maybe for a quick swap or something like that, maybe to fill up some time, I don't know, we will see. But that's only going to happen when we get more Fatui characters, and specifically if they rerun anytime soon, because I don't see them rerunning that often, basically. We lost our chances with getting, at the beginning, with getting Arlecchino, because we lost our 50-50s, and we went to 2 PTs to actually get a lyney, which I still think was a great decision based on that we have a bow character that can apply pyro, and that's going to help us to do more different domains and challenges. But again, we don't have, and the other character that rerun was the Traveler, and we were not able to get it. We got really close to PT. Maybe if I should exploit other ways to get primogems, maybe the story quests or this kind of thing that take forever, that could be other options. But to the end, like, I was really, I did what I was able to do in the time that I was able to get. So unfortunately we don't get it, but we're really close to Piri. So maybe if we get a Fatui character really soon, we can actually try to get him. And of course we still need to win the 50-50, but I don't think this account could get more unlucky. So I totally forgot about this part when we need to defeat him in the wolf. I don't know why I thought that we did it already, but maybe I was mistaken. So basically what we're trying to do here is try to defeat him for the first time. We need to remove the shield for the first time, and after that we actually we don't defeat him completely. We need to defeat him again in another domain. So yeah, we're kind of like dealing a lot of things in this challenge. We need to defeat him 3 times, which is kind of like sad, but at least it's probably going to be easier than expected. You can see that we are able to chip out the shield a little bit faster. First we did with Fremine, now we're doing with lyney, so we will see which one does it faster. I think lyney is better, but he gets damage more because it's a close combat, where lyney could dodge a little bit more, but it takes more time to actually do the effect. So yeah, basically it's not a win-win situation. It's a win-lose situation basically. So you have a pro and you have a con, and you need to choose which one to use. Ooh, that skill did a lot. The only good thing is that we can heal with with lyney, that we cannot do it with Fremine. So this stage is already done. And I think what's left is that we need to go to the domain again, as you can see here, and now it's the final battle against the Spiral Abyss Herald. So we will see finally if we can defeat it. I know there are 2 mages in here that we need to pay attention to. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to defeat them first, or if it would be worth it to first focus on the oh my god, what's with the bubbles? I'm terrible at dodging them. Oh wow, you can see them spawning. I think the same thing happened in Archons only, basically. I hope trying to get this chest would not mess up our run, basically. Nothing here. There's a chest in here, perfect. Okay, we got trapped. Yes, perfect. So what I was saying is that I don't know if we should focus first on the mages or then go straight to the Abyss Mage. So sorry, the Abyss Herald. So then we will see which one is going to be optimal as long as we play, basically. So yeah, this is the final battle basically, and this is where we're going to re-encounter for the first time our sibling telling us that we are in the wrong side basically. So that's all my hopes that I think of the future of Genshin Impact. So I think after doing the 7 nations, I think we're going to go to the other side and we're going to become the other sibling and we are trapped in a loop. That's my hypothesis. So I wish that we can travel now into the Abyss side and maybe we can play more with other characters. Maybe we are working for the Tsaritsa and meeting more Fatuis. I don't know. I think it's going to be fun to actually see the other half of this game. I hope that's the case so we can do some more fun things with Fatui characters, because I don't think they're going to be able to show all the Fatui characters only in 2 nations. I think that would be kind of like rushed. Although, if you think in Snetsnaya, you actually have the place where the Fatuis are. So maybe they're going to rush them there and maybe all the characters that are going to appear are going to be Fatuis. Who knows? That would be chaotic for my wallet basically, because we're not going to be able to pull for all of them. So we need to prioritize at some point. But what I hope is that the story continues after Snetsnaya and we can do more things. Maybe have the other pieces of the chess game that we're playing, because from one side, that's how I see it. From one side we have the Archons with the Gnostics basically that we're seeing, but on the other side we have maybe other players that are the Fatuis that they have different pieces, and maybe that's what we're going to do after that. So that would be kind of fun. That would be interesting to see, and maybe some of the maybe 8 of the heralds can bear Gnosis or something like that. So that would be fun to actually see and try to defeat them. I don't know, these are all speculations. Let me know what you think the end of Genshin Impact would be. I know that they're trying to push other games. I don't know how feasible are those games to actually defeat or become something like Genshin Impact. Maybe a new game is going to show up when Genshin Impact is in the last region. Who knows? But at least I don't want it to end in that region. I hope that they have more plans for the future, basically. So we will see what they have to say when we reach that area, if that's going to be the end of Genshin Impact or not. I hope not, but who knows? We will see. And again, I want to hear your opinions, your crazy hypotheses, or things that's going to happen. For example, they're showing a lot of things about the Hexen Circle recently, so I wonder what's their role in this game. They seem to be really powerful. They seem to be able to create realities and universe and parallel universe. So maybe they're involved with the Abyss at some point, or has something to do with, I don't know, us coming here from different dimensions. Maybe we travel to another world. That would be, I don't think I would like that, to travel to another like world after this, because it would be starting from zero. I don't think we're going to be able to take any of the characters with us, so I don't know how I would like that hypothesis. But those are possibilities that are bringing here. Like, they're showing that really strong. So I guess something else is going to happen at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it seems that what's happening in this world is not the biggest problem. There are other things that we need to be aware of, and I don't know whether it's going to be on how well or how bad are we going to manage them. So yeah, that's basically the whole Dainsleif quest finished. We can claim those primogems, or 60 of them, and we can actually move on with the rest of the video. So I feel so lucky that I was actually recording this domain, because this was the point where we actually increased our adventure rank to level 35, which means that now we can ascend our characters, our weapons, we can make them stronger, we can also ascend their talent level. So basically there are a lot of things that are kind of like unlocking for us. We need to do some farming for us. We need to try to do other domains, trying to get other things. I was able to pre-farm some of the things, so luckily I'm able to level them up, but I think it's going to take over all of our books. I don't know if we can do them all, but at least lyney is already leveled up to level 70. We cannot do the weapons, and the other thing that we can do is we can increase our adventure rank. And the reason why I decided to do this in here is because if we do it now, we can actually get more drops from the different enemies and different domains and different things. So this is going to be helpful when we try to get the materials required for ascending weapons, ascending talents, and different things. I hope this is going to be easier. I would love to have them all at level 70, like we have with lyney, but unfortunately I didn't have all the materials to actually do it. So then lyney will be the only one level 70, but at the same time he's one of the main DPSs that we have, as one of the ones that hits harder, especially trying to do reactions. So for this, we're still using Femine because I love to use Femine more. I'm not terrible with aiming basically, and you can see in my videos I'm always missing the bow shots. But so I'm really basic trying to play with Femine, and it reminds me a lot. I think I said it before, but I was main Razor at the beginning, and it reminds me a lot of Razor. Also, I just mentioned I was a main Eula, so there is kind of like a story with me with Claymore characters that are physical attackers and they do close combat skills. I don't know. I feel like they're easy to manage. You don't need to think much. You need to go straight to them and try to fight them and give them whatever you have. So not much thinking. I wish I have, for example, a electro character that we can use to do, I think it's superconduct, and that allow us to, maybe it's not, but that allow us to lower the defense of the enemies when we have like cryo and electro elements. That's basically what I did with Eula. Oh, I wish I have like here my Venti ultimate to group them all, but at least we have Lynette's one. So there are 15 enemies. It's true that I removed the cubes from here, so then everything is going to be easier, I hope. I hope they're all small enemies. We're doing really well in here, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. Maybe some mages are going to show up. We will see. I think it would be expectable. I would expect that to be the case. But we will see. What other enemies do we get? 6 more enemies. Okay. 5 more enemies. Okay, these are all the enemies I'm going to defeat. So no mages, luckily. That's a good thing to hear. And I think this is the last place that we need to do. I don't know if there's another room. I think not. It might be this, and then we can actually increase our ward level, and get better drops, I hope. Because we need them. And that's going to make everything, I think, easier at some point. Because we're going to be able to get, I don't know, better books, better materials. Oh, we got a key. And wishes. Okay, that was a great quest. So let's see if we can upgrade any of our characters. Yes, we can do Feminine here to level 70. We can do Lynette to level 72. Let's see if we can upgrade it. Yes, perfect. So then the only thing that's missing are the weapons. We can do one weapon to level 70, the bow from Lynette. Sorry, from lyney. And I don't know if we can do any other weapon. Let's check. We can do that sword from Lynette. This is not the best sword, but at least cheaper because it's a 3-star. And we can do the claymore. Yes, we have everything. Okay, perfect. So our characters are actually max level, max ascended. Their weapons are max level. The only thing we need to focus are the talents. But I think this is going to be the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. and share if you really like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!